What ROI should I aim for? What's a good return on investment, or ROI, is a question that I'm asked really regularly. So let me just explain what ROI is. ROI effectively is expressed as a percentage over a year for what you get a return on your money. For example, if you put some money into a bank account or a building society, they quote 4% interest, for example. That means you're going to get 4% return on your investment or your money in the bank or building society over the course of a year. So if you put £1,000 in, you'll get 4% back, which is 40 quid at the end of the year. So it's a similar scenario for a property. If I'm going to buy a property, I may have to find a deposit. I may have to find some fees for solicitors. I may have to find some funding costs, and I may have to find some refurbishment costs. I probably will have to pay stamp duty as well if it's not a property that my first property, if I've already got one property. And depending on where you are in the country, depends on how much stamp duty you've got to pay. Anyway, I've looked at a property, for example, and I've had to put some money into that property. So to cover all of those items that I've just mentioned, how much is that property then going to generate me income against that money I put in? So what's my return on investment? Now, for me, what am I looking for as an investor, and what I normally and suggest to my clients they look for, is at least 25%. So if I'm getting a 25% return on my investment, the money I've put into the business, into the property, then I know if I get 25%, for example, that money will be paid back to me in 4 years. If I get 33.33%, then that's going to take 3 years. If I get 50%, it's going to take 2 years, if you see what I mean. So when I'm looking for an investment property, that's one of the key points or numbers I'm looking for. I want to be paid back as quickly as possible. Now, I may not need that money, and it may be, that's fine. I may not need to be paid back that money quickly, but that is how we invest, and we invest correctly and properly, is we try and get 20 and above return on our investment. Depending on our circumstances, depends on how quickly we want that money to come back into our pot to reinvest again.